what I mean? So
Right.
that's how I look at it, you know what I mean? Or a lot of help, however you want to look at it.
While promoting the album, I remember you guys used to come to Indianapolis quite often. Ran into you
Yes,
guys
sir.
back then, late
Yes, sir.
'90s.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a good tour memory or a great tour lineup during these times?
I just remember when I mean, I remember coming there. There was a group called the Mud Kids.
Yeah.
Um, remember them dudes? That I
Oh
love
yeah,
them dudes.
Russell. Yeah.
Yep, that's my guy right there, bro. So, Indiana Jones, DJ, he was dope. I did a show out there with Bahamadia one time. I really liked that show.
Yeah, I was there.
You was there, bro? Get out of here,
Yeah.
man. I
She
like
had
that
on like
show.
she had on like the Rhino Echo
Yup, yup,
sweater.
yup. Head wrap and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That shit was crazy.
Patio. The patio.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So that was dope, man. You a real hip hop dude for real.
Definitely.
And then there was a dude named Macaroni, Macaroni or Big Cheese or something like that. But this guy, man, he had lyrics that would make me cry, man. I would laugh my ass off, man. He was one of the funniest rapper. I mean, he had style, swag, and everything, but he would just put those lines in there that would just it was just it was hilarious. And I just remember rapping, freestyling with him, rapping with him a lot, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Um, as the album was out, bubbling, how did it fare overall?
Damn, that's a good question. I mean, I got sound scans, bro. So I got the receipts, you know what I'm saying? We did it was really cool to see the sales in these different cities, man. You know, 1,000 CDs sold here on the weekend. 5,000, you know, we did well, man. We did for an underground record, it did some numbers. I mean, but we were signed to uh an independent like like an independent label with major distribution. So
Right.
the record was everywhere, man. You know,
Uh,
still
when it
selling actually.
when it was all said and done, was Mainflow pleased with his debut album?
Oh man, was I, bro? I mean, I can still listen to it now. I mean, it's timeless, and we did it like that on purpose. You know, we felt like it's crazy because I'm here right now in the Marley Beach Resort in Playa del Carmen in Mexico, and so reason why I bring that up is because our message, man, was like we were really highly influenced by Bob, Bob Marley. You know what I'm saying? So we felt like his music and message always transcended different generations. So that's basically what our goal was, man, just to have some type of really good content that you can throw it in 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, and it's still a time capsule.
No doubt. Like I said, the album did its thing. What eventually happened to your deal with TVT and Blunt Records after your debut album?
Okay, yeah. Shit, man. Like, okay, so Blunt went on and TVT went on for a while. They signed Little John, and that whole crunk movement came out. Um, Snoop had a label deal with him, Doggy Style Records. So they went on to keep and doing they went on to do major things. Our deal with them got slowed up and kind of terminated because a lot of a lot of different things occurred, but we didn't really know the game back then. We didn't we know we went on the radio tours, you know what I mean? We went on international tours. Um, but I think what it was with us is what made us get signed, man, was we were really self-sufficient. You know, we were making our own money. We have studios, we had all these different things, and once we got to the label, we thought that being signed was okay. Now we're signed, and now things are going to jump off, and it's just the business doesn't work like that. You know what I mean?
So after that deal went south, where does this leave Mainflow mentally? What's the plan moving forward with no deal at TVT?
Independence, man. Just moving to the point where we just started doing records with other people. We branched out to San Diego, started working with Gray Boy, DJ Gray Boy. Rob Dyrdek brought me out there for a while. So I was on his label called PJ's Undependent, and That worked out for a while, and then we just, did records with Ubiquity, did records where with a lot of European labels. Just kept it moving, man. Kept painting the canvases.
You guys dropped Mission Control Presents Prehistoric Sounds in 2000. I
Hmm.
believe you dropped a mixtape in 2005.
Yes,
Live
sir.
Again 2011, Into the Mood
Yep.
2015, and some
Yep.
unreleased joints in 2016. You mentioned Mood earlier. What is the status of Mood in 2020?
2020 working, man, working. We have probably, I don't know, 20 songs recorded. And then Tech, we were working on the album with Tech. We started working on that maybe in 2015, and just a lot of different politics, man. When you're working with producers, as far as like Tech will call me, he's ready to work, and he'll have a game plan, and then I don't hear from him for 2 years, or I mean, I'm being a little bit exaggerating, you know what I
Right,
mean? But so I mean, currently he has about we recorded about 8 songs with him, and it's weird when we do stuff like that too, because it's momentum. As artists, man, me and Dante, we're putting our time and our lives into these records, and then when it comes to like the producer or whatever, we're like, damn, you know what I mean? What's going down, bro? Like, let's communicate. You know what I mean? So,
right.
um, we're working with Oh No right now on a new
Oh,
album.
okay.
Yeah. So we're blessed, man. I mean, we're blessed in a way of you know, it's not, one door's closed, or what I'm saying, another door opens, bro. And not saying
Right,
this door's closed with Tech, but just being metaphorically speaking, we gotta move. We as a group, me and Dante never really was dependent on people, and I think that's what's up. They don't. A lot of people ask me, why doesn't Tech and Talib try to help y'all? And for years I'd always be like, what are they talking about? Try to help us with what? Like, you know what I'm saying?
right,
But you understand it from a standpoint of, um, you help people with whatever you can. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
so that, that's kind of how we move, man. And that's, so it's no hard feelings, bro. At the end of the day, man, I love their music. I'm fans of what they're doing, and this Oh No album is just, man, it's about to slap them in the face.
I know it is. I
It's
know it
about to slap
is.
them in the face, man. You ever want to just, somebody ever irritate you and just want to slap the shit out of them, but you can't, man. But you can, and you be like,
every
man,
e-
nah.
every day at work.
Okay, so you get it. Like, this is this how this album gonna come. It's gonna be like, man, look at, like, it's gonna be one of these, man. Man, do you know what man? Okay, let's just relax. Listen to the album, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
It's one of those type situations.
So, you
Yeah.
stayed hella busy as a solo artist. You dropped Castle Diplomat 2001. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All the way up. I mean, we only got 20 minutes. I just want to
Okay.
kind of delve into
Let's do it. Let's do it.
uh, your solo discography.
Okay.
What do you remember about going as a solo artist after the Mood situation and dropping Castle Diplomat? What was your memories?
Mike Tyson, relentless, just relentless, man. Like, if you listen to the flows of the Castle Diplomat, bro, I was blacking out, man. That's all I remember. I just remember, like, man, it's like feeling like the world is against everybody. Ohio against the world kind of shit, man.
Right. Um, you dropped Hip Population 2004?
2006.
6.
Wait a
Um,
minute. Wait a minute. Nah, you're right. 2004. Damn. Look at you looking at the discography like, wait a minute, what you talking about? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's been that long? Because I think 2006 was
Flow
flow
Season.
season. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, what are some of your
Yep.
best memories of continuing your solo, going into Hip Population? Do you remember going into that as your sophomore
Yeah,
album?
I do, man. So, like, hip population, I was listening to Crunch's music, Crunchy X from my clique and shit. Um and he said a lyric where he said, once it hits population. And I said, hit population. I was like, hip population. I thought he said, you know what I mean? So that word came from hit population, and I was like hip population. I was like, that's gonna be the word to define the population of hip hop,
Right.
the hip population. You know what I mean? So that and then kind of like a compilation at the same time, right? And so I just worked with everybody on that. Everybody that, man, if you showed up at the studio, you was on my album. You know what I mean?
Dope.
DMX's brother showed up, P Killer. He's on the album. You know what I mean?
Dope.
Yeah.
Jumping to 2006, you just mentioned Flow Season with 7L. How did that
Yeah.
project come about?
Okay, so we during like the time I was doing all the solo records, I was Hip Population. I did a track, a feature with Esoteric, and then Esoteric was on my album. I was on his album. We just kept back and forth with that, and we just started talking, man. 7L started sending me beats, and that was it. And solo time, Flow Season.
You dropped Return of the Castle 2010, The Cincinnati
Yeah,
Kid 2014. Was your
yes,
last
sir.
project The Sound of Silence in 2018?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
What was that project like, working on that, being your last and most recent project?
It felt like a side project, to be honest. It felt like a really well produced side project, meaning like aesthetically, man. The artwork, the company I was working with, the producer, Mill, F for Science. I like working with companies that feel like a machine. They feel like you do your part. I'm the artist. I get in the lab, record the music. You're the art. You do the artwork. Oh, you know what I mean. You're the label. It's just everybody plays their position. You're the producer. I like it when it's like that, man. You don't have to like right now. I have a solo record I'm working on, and I'm doing everything. So when you're doing everything yourself, it's like it's different, man. Like there's nobody bugging me to tell me, bro, send this guy the money tomorrow. To do this track. See what I'm saying? You
Right.
gotta be self motivated, man. It's different.
From 2001's Castle Diplomat to 2018's Sound of Silence, how do you think you progressed lyrically in those years?
Um, I mean, it's different, man. You grow, you evolve, man. So I feel like I'm evolving. Man, that's a different type of question because as how you perceive yourself and how other people perceive you is totally different, man. So I just read a comment today where somebody said this, I get better. One of the only artists that they know that has got better over time. Um, I would like to think that. You know what I mean? I know you got to stay inspired, man. You know what I mean? I have some new inspiration right now as far as just the discipline and the people that I'm around right now. So I mean, expect fire, bro.